Ready to bring you some afternoon football on a chilly day in College Park. The 7-2 Wolverines and the 4-5 Maryland Terrapins. It is the 7th all-time meeting with Michigan holding a 5-1 advantage. Those touchdowns were to Eric Caddis that day for Mr. Harbaugh, and now he is commanding the Chiefs from the sideline. Karan Higdon on the second series for Purdue gets the first carry. This week, someone said, Coach, you're getting back to running. He said, well, my dad, Jack, a couple weeks ago said, hey, why aren't you running the counter more and just running the football? So he's listening to Pops. This time on the screen game, Higdon taking it out near midfield before he's shoved out by Josh Woods.
Well, yeah,
so far they're letting them play. Evans right up the gut.
Rather than a man.
And they have been loving them the last couple of weeks, that's for certain. 2nd and 1. Easy again. Oh, Evans almost broke it. He had touchdown runs last week of 60 and 67 yards. They are in the range of Nordine, the kicker, but they'd like to get 7 yards and pick up a first down, and they do just that. Wide open Gentry. Zach Gentry. Pushed out around the 5 by Josh Woods.
Well, they shifted.
Do better here. Handoff up the middle. Short gain for Karan Higdon. Brett Kolka will be credited with the tackle along with Bryce Brand. 6 pass attempts for the Michigan offense. And they give it to the up man for the touchdown. That was Henry Poggi getting in there for the Wolverines score at the 6:11 mark of the first quarter. But he did there, did Poggi. And he punched it in, and Nordine kicks it through. The 5th-year senior, Henry Poggi. 7-0 Michigan.
Double tackle for losses.
Yeah, that's what he does. He lives in the opponent's backfield. Rolling him out, that's complete to Harrison. He's able to escape, but he has nowhere to go. Well, he got away from Metellus initially, but then the whole gang came along for the Wolverines and dropped him for a 14-yard loss.
Yeah, you might have been a little premature saying he's able to escape. He was able to escape the first guy, but that posse was on his track.
Metellus almost had him. There, then Harrison ended up going back even further.
You talk about change of direction. Look at that.
Upper 30s, but the winds are calm. And clear skies as we begin the second quarter. A 3rd and 24, and you just saw it. Maryland only has 26 total yards of offense. See if Ryan Brand can pull a rabbit out of his hat. He cannot. Batted free. The safety, Josh Metellus, was there.
Could possibly have intercepted that.
Yeah, he could have. Metellus, he was ejected in the 3rd quarter last week in a full-team scuffle. Very controversial call, as that was DJ Moore that punted that football. That was not Wade Lees. And did that hit Peoples-Jones?
Yeah.
Yes, they're going to say Maryland football.
Now he's switching
he changed it back.
We better look at that one.
Let's see if it hit.
All right.
Or it wasn't Peoples-Jones.
I think it went through everybody's legs. Watch it right here. Right through his legs. Right through his legs.
Boy, it was close to hitting Benjamin St. Just. Initially, I thought it was Peoples-Jones. It was not 25 St. Just, but I'm with you, Coach. Looked like it went right through the wicket.
Better be lucky than good,
wow. It originally signaled the wrong way, but then corrected to be Michigan football. Peters getting some pressure from Walker, escapes to the right and dumps it to Higdon. Higdon breaking tackles. To the outside. A flag comes in as Higdon steps out at the 30.
Flag way back there.
Well, roughing the passer, defense number 10. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
The Wolverines. Higdon gets a breather. Evans will get the call this time. Tried to slip through the right side of the line. A gain of 5 before he's brought down by Savon Walker. Again, Evans. Right around the line to gain to make it 1st and goal, and they will say 1st and goal.
They do so many things with their tight ends.
They see all these spread offenses. You were talking with him about that yesterday. Makes it tough to prepare for what the Wolverines like to do. Chris Evans tackled forward, but not enough to get into the end zone. Is in there in front of Evans. But it's Evans that gets the call, and he goes over the top and scores it for the Wolverines. Two touchdowns that you mentioned last week, Coach. Those were 60 and 67-yard runs. That one, a 1-yard run. And then Nordin makes it 7. So a couple of short touchdown runs. Power football, that's what Michigan's been getting back to the last couple of weeks. And it's working in College Park. And Bortenschlager, who had the start last week before getting knocked out due to injury late, they say he is available if needed, but only on an emergency basis. So they would like to keep Ryan Brand out there if they can. Harrison stood up and then was able to plow forward to the 30. We've had great luck at all the other 10 spots offensively. Pass batted down. Great job of getting in there by Devin Bush. One of the 15 finalists for the Butkus Award, and that's a reason why. 6 tackles tops on the team, and that was after last year Bush was mainly just a special teams player. It's a breakout season. Here they come again, my goodness. So quick, Josh Uche shot right up the gut. He comes in on 3rd down packages for that specific reason.
They must know the snap count. I mean, look at these guys take off on that snap. And, you know, you might be going with the screen, but you better slow those guys down a little bit.
And Brand eats turf once again, and look at this, a fake. And that's not going to work. Well shy of the marker. There is a flag down on the other side of the field. 33. Tight formation. They motion out McCune. Wide open. Into the end zone. Zach Gentry. Jim Harbaugh loves it. 33-yard pitch and catch. Peters to Gentry. And the Wolverines are up 3 scores.
Well, you think everything that took place in this play, they lined up in a pro formation.
Quinn Nordin, who did miss an extra point last week, and he's missed 2 in the last 3 weeks, but he's perfect here today. Brandon Peters, 2nd career start, looking sharp there to Zach Gentry. 21-zip.
He should be checking the clock, but the coach should be checking it also.
Brand just trying to get back on the groove. He was 6 of 9 throwing the ball last quarter, 0 of 5 so far here in the second. Off play action. He's going to take a shot for Jacobs. Diving attempt. And it's caught by Tavon Jacobs in Michigan territory. See, here comes Jeff Cervinski.
After review, the receiver did not maintain possession of the ball through the process of the catch with the ball hitting the ground. Incomplete pass.
Coach
Be 4th down. Please reset the game clock to 9:16. 9:16 on the game clock.
Well, Coach and I will see ourselves out.
I don't know.
You know, it's one of those things where, again, I think that it hit the ground, but you have to have 100% indisputable evidence, and they felt like they did.
If they would have called it incomplete, I wouldn't argue either. But
Correct. Hey,
Hey, you know what? I've been known to disagree with officials a couple times in my life.
Former Minnesota head coach Clint Mason, yeah. Sometimes one of those guys in the booth with us talks about how he disagrees with you. A guy by the name of Dick Honig. Well, it is Wade Lee's back out there punting. Oh, and it's blocked! Blocked by Metellus! And Michigan will have excellent field position once more as the sophomore Josh Metellus was shot out of a cannon.
I have no idea what the personal protector was doing on that play. You put 3 guys back there to build a wall, and the man to the right just left. Watch it right here. I mean, look, he stops and comes from behind. Now your kicker, your punter is going left. Don't worry about that guy in the backside.
Jumped on it in the red zone. So Michigan trying to add to an impressive first half.
Last time they had what was a turnover, they went for the home run.
This time they'll toss it to Karan Higdon. Higdon inside the 10, and he'll step out inside the 5-yard line.
And they went for the home run again, just a little different way.
Sean McCune, bottom of your screen, and he'll go in motion. And they're going to throw for him. Easy pitch and catch, easy touchdown at Michigan. Sean McCune from 3 yards out. He has the second touchdown of his career. Brandon Peters guiding this Michigan offense back to the end zone. And it's all Wolverines in half number 1.
Decent runs, and then Michigan made the adjustments and shut them down.
They're going to reverse it. DJ Moore looking like he wants to throw it, and he completes it to Brand. They tried to throw it earlier to Brand on a completely different play. That was unsuccessful. This time it was successful. Well, Levert Hill, the corner, had a whole lot of jersey. Pocket collapsing. Brand throws an interception into the hands of David Long. David Long may go. Well, he won't go, but he'll take it all the way down inside the 25.
He went a long way.
Karan Higdon, 98 total yards as he goes to the bench, a little wobbly.
Empty backfield.
Yeah, they send Chris Evans to the slot on the right, top of your screen.
Crossing route.
Peters going way back. And he rifles it out of bounds. It was caught by Darnell Savage, but incomplete. 18 in the field goal department this season. That was close and no good. He pushed it off to the right. And Nordin has been struggling. Coach Harbaugh says it's been all about his mechanics. He's missed now 3 field goals and 2 PATs in the last few weeks.
And Coach Harbaugh is not happy. To get a turnover, return like that, come up dry. You can see the protection wasn't good. Someone slipped right through. Got to build a wall up there.
And Harbaugh said it's so frustrating with the recent struggles for Nordin because he's so good this sophomore, a high ceiling. So they know that this is just not characteristic. And boy, look at those two exchanging words on the sideline.
Well,
the great Ethan Cooperson on stats. 3rd down and 1. Stretching it to the outside, Ty Johnson, and Johnson with a big carry. And with that big carry, Ty Johnson just went over 2,000 rushing yards in his career. Porter does have 99 rushing yards and 3 rushes of 20 or more. But still unable to get any points. They had the short missed field goal. This time a nice pass. And out of the right arm of Brand and into the hands of Tavon Jacobs. So now Maryland moving. Jacobs in motion. All the action to the right. Brand throws that way. Jacobs catches it, but then gets knocked down quickly by Josh Metellus. Team for Michigan.
I'd call something with Brand carrying the football.
Let's see if they do just that. No, he hands it off to Jake Funk. And I'll tell you, going in between the tackles against Michigan has not worked well.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, if he would have kept it
more over from center to right guard. Dropping to pass. And in front of DJ Moore, incomplete. As once again, Ryan Brand ended up on his backside, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Surprised at all they don't go for the touchdown or just try to get some points here?
I'm surprised, yeah, when you're down, 28-0 and you're looking at the 4th quarter in the second.
But they do at least get rid of the goose egg. Darmstadter missed one earlier. He hits there from 20. And it's 28-3. Including David Long this year. You say, they're used to playing man in that secondary. They can play even more than normal because of what they've been able to do. But the cornerback spot, was that a catch? Yes, what a grab it was by DJ Moore. There's a glimpse into the talent that he has. For College Park, a little over 13 left in the 4th as they go to DJ Moore, stretching it out. He lost the ball at the end, but I think they're going to say he was down. He lost a lot of money on Holloway.
I don't know about that, but he gets off the mark as a defensive lineman as fast as anybody I've ever seen.
And because of that, a likely first-round draft pick. Brand able to complete that to Jarvis Davenport. That's the first completion of Davenport, his 8th of the season. Brand for the end zone. And Tavon Jacobs reels it in for the Maryland touchdown. And he's come on strong here as of late in this one, firing a nice strike to Tavon Jacobs. University of Michigan football team coming in 2018 to Amazon Prime Video. Be a special behind-the-scenes look with Coach Harbaugh and company. 3rd down and 12. Underneath, complete to Evans, and he will pick up the first. Well, that was big for a Michigan offense that had really been struggling. Year he's had in 2017. 3rd and 10. Peters rearing up and firing for Peoples-Jones, but it's incomplete. Flag comes in, though. DJ Durkin beside himself. Now it sets up Michigan here, 2nd and 8. Dancing outside, Chris Evans into the red zone with a little hurdle. Track time at College Park. Josh Woods went low, and Chris Evans said, I want to be a part of a BTN standout.
Here we go. I cut on back to make a play. I got good vision. Here he comes. I know he's going to go low. Woo. And he didn't go that low. I just went that high. Look at that. Wow. Impressive.
14-yard gain for number 12. Perfect form. 49 rushing yards and a touchdown for Evans. He gets it again, and he's got his 2nd score of the night. Right up the gut to give Michigan a bigger cushion. Let's call. That interference call came on 3rd and 10. It set up a 17-yard touchdown run by Mr. Evans, who had 46 total yards on that drive, and Michigan's up 35-10.
Really drive you crazy.
Michigan rushing 4. Intercepted. It's Khaleke Hudson, the Viper. Still on his feet. Boy, he wanted to get to the end zone so badly, but Maryland finally corrals him. So Hudson, who set a school record last week with 8 tackles for a loss, now gets his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, you got 3 receivers out there, and I really don't know what Brand sees here right here, because he just lobs it up there. There's 2 defenders right there, inside, outside, and go again. And
down to a knee for the final time for Brandon Peters, and Michigan has now won 3 in a row. They beat Rutgers 35-14, Minnesota 33-10, and now it's 35-10 over Maryland.